Hey everyone, welcome back to Rag Take Stacking. In today's video, I'm going to go over why the $half is my favorite size of junk silver. Now I do have some examples of a bunch of junk silver here, and I'm going to go over exactly why I like the $half the most over any of the other sizes. I've done a couple of videos on junk silver before, and I've gone over a couple of my favorite pieces. If you've seen the video before where it went over my top 5, you know that. But if you haven't, the Walker is actually my favorite piece. Even out of all the $half and everything, the Walkers are my favorite piece in my stack right now, I'd say. Even with the bullion coins that I have. The bullion coins and rounds and all the bars and everything like that. Any piece of silver that I have, I think I would still put this on top. That's how much I like the Walkers. You know, I really like the design, the size, just everything about it. The way it feels in the hands, even the slick ones. They look really cool and all that stuff. I love the ping to them. They're really great. But for a couple of reasons why I like them, I'm just going to use the dimes as the example. These are pretty fairly priced. I like getting them on eBay. The junk silver doesn't fall in with the bullion coins or the bullion products because you can't earn eBay bucks if you buy any silver or gold bullion, any bullion products, but you can earn the eBay bucks on the junk silver, the constitutional silver. So that's where I pick up a lot of the US junk and Canadian junk. And just because you can't earn eBay dollars on buying bullion coins, it doesn't mean that you can't use the eBay bucks to buy bullion products. So that's what I do. I like buying the junk silver, which I want to buy anyways, get those eBay bucks. And then when I get the certificates for the eBay bucks, then I'll look for a bullion piece that I have my eye on and pick that up. But looking online for something like dimes, like here, like the Mercury dime here, they're very expensive compared to the other pieces of junk silver that are out there. I have seen some people listing a dime for the same price as like a Washington quarter. So this here is a 1916. It is not a 1916D, or it would not be in my hands like this. I would be, getting it capped or anything like that, putting it in a slab. But this is the oldest one that there is, the 1916 there. And yeah, these are very expensive online. This is an old Canadian dime here from 1934 before they changed to the blue nose there. And this is King George V on the back. So that's one reason that I do like the $half there, is that the full dollars are nice. The Morgans and the piece dollars, the premiums on them are better than what you're paying for the dimes. And some of them are better than the $half, but I find the best deals are on the $half, specifically the Walkers. That's why I pick up a lot of Walkers off of eBay. I find that the prices on the $half and the dollars are way better than the dimes and even the quarters. The quarters, you have to really look to make sure you find a good deal. But from what I've seen and from what I've bought, it's been really nice picking up the $half and getting them for a pretty good price. And another thing why I like the $half is because I had never really seen these before. Before I started stacking, I didn't really know, because I live in Canada, I live in Toronto, so I never had a Franklin $half or a Kennedy $half or anything like that in my hands or in possession before. It's hard to tell whether I've actually seen it like on a show or a movie or just in anything in general. That I may have come across seeing what a Kennedy or a Franklin looked like. But that being said, living in Canada, I did get a lot of American coins in my change. And I did play hockey and lacrosse, and we did go over into the States quite a bit. So we did have some spending there, and I did end up with some change that way as well. But, the occasional coin from the States would find its way into your pocket change up in Canada. And, I mean, even though this one is from 1961, the current day, or when I was there, you know, back in the 2000s and 1990s, it looked just like this anyways. It looked like the Washington quarter. And this is something that I was used to seeing, you know what I mean? Just lying around the house, or you'd see it here, you'd see it there. It was quite common to get an American quarter in your change. Not so common, but it did happen, was the Roosevelt dime. Obviously, I'm not talking about these 90% pieces here or anything like that when I'm talking about the change showing up in my my pocket change. It was, you know, current year or whatever, and it wasn't the 90%. But I'm just saying it's the same, it's pretty much the same look of the coin and everything like that. So I was used to seeing these in, you know, kind of lying around growing up. So when I first bought, you know, a Washington quarter, and actually this Roosevelt dime came from Freedom Stacker. I want to thank him again for that. The first and only Rosie that I have was from Freedom Stacker. But yeah, that was another thing where when I picked those up, it was like, okay, you know, I'm glad that I got the 90% silver at the good price, but it wasn't anything that, you know, I mean, compared to the $50, which I had never seen a $50 before, and the first one I got was the Walker, there was just so much to go over and so much to see and so much detail. Like, this coin is beautiful. You gotta look at like the feathers on the, sorry, I hit the camera there. You're looking at the feathers there. This one is from 1945, and it still has, it's not very, this one isn't very slicked or anything like that, so you can still see a lot of the detail on the bird and the feathers and stuff like that. So picking up this coin, after I did, you know, the unboxing of it and did the video, I just sat and, you know, kind of played around with it for a bit. I liked the way it felt in my hands, you know, did the ping test on it and everything like that. Just, I played around with this coin a lot after I got it. And as you can see, the majority of the $50 that I have are Walkers. And I like going over just some of the different, here it's not as toned as, you know, something like this. So I like seeing how the different coins have reacted over the years to their environment. You know what I mean? Some of them are a bit more slicked, some of them are a bit more toned. But overall, like, as I said, just this was a brand new coin to me, and it was, you know, kind of fell in love with it right away. I really like this this coin. I mean, Benjamins and Kennedys I do like as well. I'm going to go into those as well. But as far as my favorite one, and being the first, it was the Walker. And then picking up the Walker is, you know what I mean? When I got this Washington, I did the unboxing. Sorry about that. I did the unboxing, kind of looked at it. Even when I did it, I was talking about, these are, you know, very familiar to me, like what I just said, growing up in Canada. So once I was done with that, I kind of just threw it in the bag and never really looked at them again until kind of doing videos and placing them out. So yeah, that was another reason why I kind of leaned towards the $50 being my favorite ones, is because they were all new to me, and the designs were all new, and they were kind of cool to just play around with. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any of the American dollars, but I do have some Canadian ones. And I'm not going to say I don't like this design. It's okay. It's kind of boring, you know what I mean, with the canoe. And I mean, it does look, it's got a little bit of spotting here and there, and then it's got the queen on the back. I know some people have a problem with the queen on the money. It doesn't really bother me. I'm rather kind of indifferent to it. I really don't, doesn't bother me that much. But as far as the silver dollar goes, growing up in Canada, I never really saw these. Same with the Canadian, where is it? I'm looking over top here. The Canadian $50 here. Never really saw these when I was growing up. But even so, I really like the way this looks. This $50 design here. And even they had the centennial look. This one looks okay too. So I do like the designs of the $50. Sorry, I keep dropping stuff today. So yeah, this is what the $50 regularly looks like. And this is what that centennial one, the 1967, you know, Canada's 100th birthday. So they came out with different designs for all the denominations of coins. And this is what the $50 looks like. But as I said, growing up in Canada, I never saw any of these $50 or the silver dollars. So I really, really like the design of this one. And this one was... this one was okay, you know what I mean? It's not, I don't like it obviously as much as this one, but the Howling Wolf looks okay. The silver dollars, on the other hand, are opposite. Don't really care for this one, you know what I mean? It's big, it's chunky, it's got a nice heft to it, nice and thick. But as far as the design, it's a little bit boring, unlike the regular $50. But unlike the $50, the Centennial one, where it's like, this one's okay. It's an okay design. I absolutely love the Centennial Canadian dollar. It's a little simple with the blank field there, but the goose on there is gorgeous. I love that look. I love that design. It's my favorite of the Centennial designs. They had the, I think it was a bobcat on the quarter, and then there was the mackerel on the dime and a rabbit on the nickel. But as far as my favorite one goes, it's definitely the goose of the Centennial series, and it's 1967. So the queen is on the back of this one as well. But what was I gonna say there? Yeah, as far as price goes, it's in the ballpark with the $50. As far as premiums and what you're going to be seeing and paying, you're going to be getting a better deal on the dollars and the $50 than you will the dimes or even the quarters. But yeah, that's what I want to say is I would get more. I'm going to be getting more of the silver dollars. I can't complain about the price. And I said the design is, it's okay. But overall, to put everything into perspective as to why these are my favorite, I just gave you all of the examples, but I'm just going to go over them again. Price on these are definitely better than, especially to the left here, and comparable to the comparable, if not the same as the silver dollars. I like the look of them. You know what I mean? I really like having these coins, playing around with them. As I said, they're my favorite coins in my stack. So that always helps to be able to buy the one that you like the most, and it will benefit you when it comes to the price as well. So it's very rare when that happens, when you really, really like a coin, but it happens to be like a 400% premium or markup on it. That tends to be the way it is. If you really, really like a coin, the universe is going to strategize against you and say, nope, we're going to put a massive premium on this, so you can't just simply pick it up, and you know what I mean? They're going to throw some monkey wrench in their way to not get it. For whatever reason, the $50 for me has just clicked. Right away, right when I saw the prices on eBay, again, like I said, that's where I primarily get the junk silver. I knew that the $50 was going to be my favorite, and I was going to be making a lot of purchases of the $50 there. Now I only have one of the 40% ones. They did make the Kennedys. They made the Kennedys in 1964 because unfortunately JFK was assassinated in 1963. And in the States, they do have a law saying that there cannot be any living people on money or coinage, unlike Canada and Great Britain and all that, where they've been having the Queen on the coins, and obviously she's still alive. That's why she's still on the coins. So when she passes away, the next in line will be up from the royal family to go on the coins. But in the States, it's completely different. They do not have any living people allowed on coinage. There was a couple of exceptions. I can't remember all of them. That they made an exception and put a living person on. I think they were commemorative $50. But that's another thing with the $50 that I like, is there's a lot of variety of them too. They have the Kennedy $50 here, and then like I went over it again, they have the Walking Liberty, and I haven't picked it up yet, but they have the Franklin. They have the Franklin $50 here, and I really like the bell design on there. It's not, I'm not gonna say it's subtle or anything like that. It's just a nice, simple design. You can see the crack in it there. And as I said, I talked about why I like the Benjamin design a little bit more than the Kennedy design when I did my top 5 list for junk silver. I just think that there's a little bit more detail on Franklin. I'm gonna hold up Kennedy here. The 67 one has a good, where you can see where with Kennedy, it kind of cuts the bust, the effigy there kind of cuts off at his neck, where with the Benjamin, it kind of gives a little bit more into his wardrobe. The shoulder there, you can see that he's wearing a coat, and I don't know if he's got that Seinfeld puffy shirt type thing going on in the front, the pirate shirt. But I like the hair on the Benjamin that goes into the bald head. I like the design here. The hair on the Kennedy is good, is nice as well. But I just think overall, there's just a little bit more going on with the Benjamin in design, with his face and everything like that. You can see there's just turning it. You can see there's just a little bit more detail. The Kennedy has the detail too. I don't know. This is like a 1 and 1A. You know what I mean? I like them both, but I would take the Benjamin slightly over the Kennedy as far as the design goes. The back, you know, I do like the eagle there with the olive branch and the arrows, but my favorite part of the Benjamin is the bell. The back, you know, it's okay. You can see this. It's a nice looking design here, nice and clean. It looks like something like a classic looking coin, but as I like the design of the bell. So those are the two most common. No, not the two most. The three most common would be the Kennedy, the Franklin, and the Walkers. What I mean common is as far as seeing it on eBay or purchasing. For me, I'm not saying it could be that way out in the world, but for me, the most common that I see are the Walkers, Franklins, and Kennedys. And I do occasionally see Barbers on there, but they are just a slightly more expensive than the other three. And when I was doing that video, I saw there was other commemorative $50. When I did the video about my top 5, or no, I did a video about it was Eisenhower $50. And there was a mint error on it or something. But I believe in that one, I went over some of the commemorative coins that they had. And they had a whole list. I'll leave a link in the description, actually. And I think my favorite one was the Oregon Trail $50. But I will leave a link that'll show you all the different ones. And there was plenty. There was a bunch of them. So that's another cool thing that I like about the $50 is there's those commemorative ones that you can pick up. And there seem to be a lot of them. I don't have any. I don't really plan on picking those ones up because I did see them on eBay. And as far as premiums go, those were a heavy premium. Those were quite high because they're rarer. You know what I mean? They're not high in mintage either. They're more, like it says, just a commemorative one. So picking up that, you're probably going to be looking at paying a heavier premium. But this, I'm going to end this video now. It's kind of longer than some of my usual videos. Sorry if I was rambling. I didn't really have an idea or design on how I wanted to talk about it. It's kind of jumping back and forth from Mercury's and then to the $50 from each example, trying to draw examples out of the ones up here as to why I like the ones down here more. If that sentence made any sense, thank you for understanding. But if you're one of the few that are actually still listening to this at this point, thank you very much. I do appreciate everybody that watches the videos, and I love all the interactions that I get with everybody. Thank you again to, sorry, I'm blanking here, Freedom Stacker on the Rosie. I talked about it in the video, but I'd like to thank him again, and it's not going to focus, so I'm just going to put it down. But yeah, that's the end of the video for today. Thank you again for watching. Leave a note in the comments. Let me know what your favorite piece of junk silver is, whether it's the Mercury or the Washington quarter or the Standing Liberty quarter, whatever it is. Just let me know what your favorite piece of junk silver is in the bottom. So, like I said, this is for the third time. I'm finally going to end the video here, and just going to say thank you again for watching, and I hope you come back for the next one. Thank you.